Welcome to the ground up.
One and all.
Yes.
Hey.
Today we're with Yabba in the building, in the studio.
Superstar.
I don't
Asante.
know. Yeah, I don't know at this times what to say.
Kwa nini?
Kuishi ndani ni kaa kuishi nje.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yabba.
My name is simply Yabba, the Prince of Rhumba Cane.
Yes.
Asanteni sana.
Yes.
Sana.
So we are here because you have an EP out.
Yeah.
And first, it's amazing. I want to hold back my thoughts because I tend to get carried away.
Right.
So let's learn about you first. Who's Yabba? When did you start music?
Well, actually, it was today, coincidentally, nilikuwa na cheki time tulitoa Tabu. And tulifanya Tabu na 125 when I was in Red Acapella. That was like 5 years ago, in 2021. So
Yeah.
ilikuwa ni 2016.
About, yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say I started music kitu 2015 because me I didn't know I would be a musician until I was in Form 3.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
Yeah, so naweza sema ilianza tu shule kwa class. I had a friend of mine called Msela from Tanzania. He was really a good rapper. So unajua pale lunchtime ni msako na rhymes alafu Kiswahili. Actually he was the best in Swahili kwa Daro. So you could imagine his rap skills and misamiati and all that. So mi niko tu hapo kamseka Kariobangi back then, trying to work hard in school.
Yeah.
And one day nikaanza tu kuandika, and immediately, like pen on paper, I never struggled. That was the best part of it. How I became a singer was a different case. We were in studio. The first song we were recording in Kariobangi.
Wait, can I just take you back? In Form 3, when you wrote your first lyrics, what was that? A rap verse?
It
This
was a
not
rap.
Singing.
It wasn't singing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So me, I started as a rapper. Don't ask me to, because I can't. Your skill ni kama ilikam kama imeenda, you know. So yeah. So we went to a studio and tulikuwa na rap kali 16 bars tukaangusha, and then we had a chick. She was to do the hook. But then again, the producer wasn't like akufeel inaweza. So it's like niaje Yabadu back then. Yabadu, Yabba, any.
Yep.
So akaniambia ebu try. Man, niliimba hiyo hook and I'm like, how do I just do something? And then the producer is like, have you ever sung before? I'm like,
Really?
this is my first time in studio and you're asking me kama nishaimba tena. So yeah, from there, Sauti Academy, and here I am.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you had never, like, at a music fest?
Music fest?
No. Shule, honestly, antikanisa, but God ako.
Yeah.
Manze nilikuwa na dunini chuo. I hated school, but I'm not encouraging anyone to hate school.
Of course, wapitie tu hiyo.
Pendeni shule. Endeni shule. But me, I think I was born to be a musician.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Yabba, Yabadu, Yabba is quite a unique name, and it reminds me of the Flintstones.
Thank you.
And I'm thinking, where did this name come from?
So bro yangu alikuwa anapenda cartoon nyingine, ilikuwa iko chini, ilikuwa inaitwa Pink Panther because it was pink. Ilikuwa ni pink manze the entire time, kitu ni ya pink. This thing was so girlish. So we would fight whether I want to watch Bedrock or yata watch nini. So mi nikapenda tu Flintstones.
Yeah.
And then when I grew up, nikakam kujua alikuwa anaitwa Fred. And my name is Alfred. So Fred is like in short form ya Alfred in German. So I'm like, haiwezi kuwa coincidence. Siwezi kupenda huyu msalafa na jina kama mimi. Okay. So now I got interested to know why or what's the meaning behind Yabadabadu. So Yabadabadu iko like in 3 different sides. Kuna ni game ya watoi, but for Flintstones was a shout of joy.
Oh yeah.
Akia complete kitu amemaliza wera kwa naenda mtani. So me, I fell in love with the name, and that's how I called myself Yabadu.
That's so brilliant.
Yeah.
And I've never, like, that was a shot in the dark, but the fact that it's actually Flintstones, I feel like that's super brilliant.
Yeah.
And now, we've seen artists basically growing, but first I want to know about your experience in the year 2020. What was this global pandemic like for you? What did it affect?
I think it'll affect the flow of business, music business, and any other business. But let me talk about the music industry and the creatives. Tulikuwa jobless. But if you ask me on the other side, I think COVID was a blessing in disguise for Yabba. Because we had just split as a band. And I think that was the best time for me to work on myself. So I discovered myself during the COVID, the whole 2020. That's when I wrote my EP and so many other songs. Na feel ilikuwa a nice break for me, if you ask me, apart from kungangana na bills mzee.
So music for you was kila kitu, mama baba. That's how you pay your bills.
That's how I've lived my life for the last since 2016.
Where?
Yeah.
So that was
mi ulipa bills na music. Sina kazi ingine. That's why I'm telling you, I don't know what I was doing in school. I wish I was in a school whereby they used to teach me music, man. I would be so freaking far.
I see.
That would make sense.
So everything so far is self-taught? So like playing the instruments?
When I went to Sauti Academy alongside, by then ilikuwa Sauti Academy mbele ya Heart.
Oh really?
Which makes me an older person kidogo. Anyway, mi nilifika Sauti Academy mbele. So the first qualification was, the first challenge was if you need to be a musician, you need to play an instrument. So we were challenged to pick instruments. And me and my friend picked up, is still my bassist. He picked up the bass, I picked up the acoustic guitar. So nilijifunza. That's why if I play the guitar, I play it like me. I do not play guitar like anybody else. Because I taught myself through YouTube, you know. So nilijifunza na touch yangu.
Pretty cool.
You talked about discovery. Of course, high school was the place. You're Form 3, right? Before that, did you have dreams and ambitions or aspirations? Like,
man, it's
let's go with the flow.
me by the way, let me tell you the truth. Most of the people are in school just because your parent wants you to be in school.
It's paid for.
Man, you need to equip your kids with skills. I think art and craft and music ilitolewa nikiwa class. Hapo tu mahali.
Nilikuwa ngoja hiyo class estimate.
Mahali tu hapo hatuna art, hatuna craft, sijui tena science.
But system inaendelea, you're like,
you get
what exactly?
So man, I didn't know. I would lie to you if I tell you I wanted to become something when I was in school. I only knew that I need to finish school and get a good job, which I didn't know. Ilikuwa ni kazi gani, unaona?
Hiyo ndio shida.
And that's what I'm trying to save my brothers from.
I see. That's important.
Sikuwa na bro, sikuwa na dream. But I have now a strong one.
A direction,
and I'm really willing to die for.
That's pretty cool. Because then, of course, parents, right? So what do your folks have to say? Now you finished school, you found that you can sing. I think uliingia studio your high school ama after?
In between
In
shule
between hapo.
and then after shule now I'm idol.
Yeah.
And I hate school.
Yeah. Sasa wazazi waliingilia
I'm
wapi
being
kwa hiyo
pushed to
mix?
go to the campo but manzero yangu inakataa tu yani. So I would say I was raised by the best mom ever.
Great.
Yesterday was her birthday.
Happy birthday.
And she officially retired yesterday. And after shule mi nilimwandikia song jana, and that song starts with the line that says, niliamka siku moja nikaweka dredi na madhangu akasema unakaa fiti. Unaget?
Can we borrow your parents?
Yeah,
That's very rare.
nikaendelea the next time nikakuja na tattoo, mother akasema unakaa poa.
Really?
You get?
Well, okay.
The first time my mom heard my song, she was like, I don't know where this comes from, but you're gonna get what you want. So go for it. So madhangu nilitoka shule and she never pushed me an inch to do something I never loved. You know, I don't know if it's because she struggled a lot raising us. We are a family of 4 boys. I'm the second born. So mi niliingia, alafu I think life ilikuwa tu na direction yake. Destiny, fate yangu ilikuwa inani lead to places I want to be. Now I'm off school. I'm selling CDs at 200 bob somewhere in Kariobangi South. Kidogo nimeingia Sauti Academy. So madhangu anaona vitu nikijipeleka places.
Yeah. Making
So
the right moves.
I'm umse anadu ako tu huko sijui anafanya nini amekama anadu this and that. So when like I enrolled now, I'm in a music school for 2 years. Mom is like, okay, sawa basi hukutaka kuwa HR tena. No. So she supported me. She never had issues. Yeah, so and she's still there. Yeah, and I'm glad she listened to my advice when it comes to my little brothers, of which I think it's gonna be awesome. We need skills, man. Shule tu ni kizungu poa, Kiswahili poa.
That's it.
Na link ya babako. Yeah.
So I would say your mom should start master classes for other parents.
Yes, please.
Especially for African parents.
Oh, yes.
But with that said, Red Acapella now. How was that? And when it came to now you guys going solo, was that mutual?
I think, first of all, I think I've never told my story nicely like the way I'm doing it here.
Let's go. We're here for that story.
Cause sasa after Sauti Academy nimetoka nimeenroll kwa youth flani ya UN. As my mom got me into that thing.
Hey, your mom's a plug.
Alini plug in akaniambia hapo kutakuanga na tu shughuli unaweza piganga kamoja, you know, ukiendelea. So nilipatana na, so I'm here playing my guitar. I was now the entertainer before meetings, the boardroom. Hey manze.
Wapi UN?
Hapa UNESCO, there's a youth group under UN.
Yeah.
It's called, there's NatCom something.
Yeah.
UNESCO thing, yeah. Been there for so long, trying to find my way into life.
What a place to be finding you.
Ilikuwa tu niko tu hapo na napimia, and then so before meetings yanze I used to play the guitar for people, and I was learning the guitar because at the same time ndo nilikuwa Sauti Academy. So I met a guy called Maga. He was then actually walikuwa watatu. No, Red Acapella wa 12 people. Walikuwa disciple. I think ni Yesu, mimi nilikam ka Yesu cause walikuwa 13.
Oh really?
But now when I came there were only 4. And the only person we clicked was now the person called Maga.
Yeah.
I started learning guitar before him. But now this guy was sasa shule. hizo drama unasema na he was the king.
Yeah.
Sijui dago, sijui
ukishasema
jamu,
dago
sijui
ni hivyo. Ukishasema dago ni hivyo.
guy was sick, and then his father was a musician.
Wow.
So now I'm here to learn.
Yeah.
Nililearn so much, a lot manze kwa mse, cause manze yeye ni mziki na kuna kitu naweza mshow. I think I got my passion from that guy mostly. So watu 4 wawili wakajitoa, wakapursue dreams zao za 8 to 5. Nikabaki na Maga, we move in together, tukaanza kulearn guitar, and then when we wrote, umsana andika tu, man, this guy writes the best choruses in the world, yani. Kitu tamu, kitu poa nini, so tukaanza tu kumake music, and then siasa hapa kule za wasi wengine wamejitoa, wataki kujitoa, bado wako attached. Kwanza ilikuwa noma sana, cause tukitoa Tabu, they were still considering them part of us. So when Tabu ilitoka, now Red Acapella, 2 people, one of them is a stranger. So literally ilikuwa ni mse moja tu, mimi sikuwa najulikana, unaget. So ikafika place wakaona okay sawa, tuachane na hii kitu. So we pushed it with Maga. So Tabu, boom, now Red Acapella, 2 people, the duo. From there it was all Swift. Tulifanya vitu amazing, like if ukitaja top Kenyan bands which like are really fire on stage, we would be there. You know, tukagain, ukitoa kangoma wase wanakujua, unaitwa mahali, you know. And then COVID, so when COVID ili come, we were like Maga was diverting into production. Now this guy teaches himself everything. Yenda aliproduce, aliona potential yake after kuproduce Tena na Tena, the one we did with Hat the Band. So ako zile za bro, so akaanza kudivert kiasi, so his attention was more into production. And for me, I was like, we need to grow personally. I think you can be my best producer. You get?
Yeah.
So akaingia production. We had a mutual meeting. We never had issues. If there's one thing I've never argued with Maga with, it's money. Do.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, hata mi napenda do kushinda umse. Mi naweza kusania do na mse, lakini Maga hawezi kusania pesa, na guy loves music.
Yeah.
Genuinely, ukweli. So tuka decide it's time, COVID is here, there's nothing to do, we don't know when we are going to do what we love. So tukapatana, mutual decision. Red Acapella is still there if you ask me. One day unaweza amka. I think we had the best album in the 254. Manze, I hope one day people will come to listen to such. Me and Maga are doing timeless music, and that's what I'm doing now. Hizi za wiki mbili no,
utapatikana huko
na uongo. Yeah. Cause I don't want to do something like you forget me in 2 days. No.
Cheers.
Me, I want respect. I want to be remembered. Yeah. So tuko poa, sisi hatukuwa na issues.
Okay.
So
Your combination, you're a producer, like having someone producing for you and a performer is fantastic.
That's the best.
Yeah.
Because if you have an idea, you have a producer.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Unapiga tu your works quick.
Easy. And then audios are expensive. You have a
Extremely.
producer.
Yeah.
So we used to write so many songs. A lot. Sana. And they're all good songs. So it's really an added advantage. Guys, go look for my guy is a dope producer. He learned from Dilly.
Yeah.
By watching.
That's up there.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Dilly.
Wait. So Sauti Academy, do you, I mean, we've seen quite a number of people have gone through it.
Yeah.
For those of us who have not been in there, is it something worthwhile? Something worth going into as an artist?
If you ask me, I wish it was a bigger school.
Oh, really?
Like a real big school whereby ukimaliza shule unaambiwa enda hapa. You know why?
but like kufanya nini certificates
Hey, you know, computers mtaani. You know why that's the best place? I was there when I found Elani there. I found Sauti Sol there. I found Bahati. I found Bahati there.
Yeah.
I was there with Willy Paul. Even before Hat joined. Hat walikuwa tuko mtaani wakikuwa master kwa streets, walikuwa nachachisha wakiimba huko. So ilikuwa kitu poa, cause you see it's like everyone who passed through Sauti Academy, their success is on their way. It's just about you being patient and pushing. Sijaona msee amekuwa Sauti Academy mwenye anapenda, wacha mwenye upelekwa na mzazi kupitisha time ndio arudi shule. Like true musicians, they're living a good life if you ask me. Yeah, look at Willy Paul, Bahati, Lani, ase wote wako fiti. So Sauti Sol walikuwa ma role models wetu huko, elephants ndio hatuna fair. Hey, crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, Sauti Academy, it's really, shout out to Natalie. I don't know if I'd be here without Natalie, man. Maybe cool. Yeah, she's really a nice one. Yeah. Okay. Na insect dudu.
Insect.
Yeah, we used to do projects in prisons, children's home in Mathare. Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
K-South pia iko na talents.
K-South iko na talent.
Kwanza when you were growing up, I know.
Cause but now mi nilikuwa Kariobangi North. Mi nilikuwa saa kwa wow.
Kuna ito sema tu
Bangu manze ni mtaa ingine ilikuwa tu hilarious, like things just happen, you're watching and people don't care. Really? You know. But now ukicross tu hivi, ulikuwa in between talent, uko in between Dandora na K-South, uko hapo. Huku kuna hip hop ingine crazy. Huku kuna commercial hip hop. Akina bass and stuff. So it was really inspiring. If you ask me, manze, growing in the ghetto is one part of being a success man or woman in life. You learn a lot. You get inspired every day. Yeah. Ukiwa na chwani wezi lala njaa.
I can imagine. Well, how do you stay in line? Because I mean, the things going on around you here are crazy.
People don't move from there because they hate it. Wase move because kuna people wataki kuchange. You know, there are people who don't want to change, and people would want to hawataki ku understand you've worked your way to moving from where you were living. Not because you didn't have enough peace of mind. It's simply just you want to change your life in a way. I mean, not to say like everyone is living a bad life. Mse vile tu unatafutanga kabed sita. It's all about your life.
It's all about progress.
Yeah, so I don't know why people catch feelings when people move away from where they used to stay. There are so many reasons. But again, mimi siko far. Mi niliko tu hapo, nilitoka tu Bangu, niko tu 35-60 hapo tu more. Yeah, I'm still there because it's most convenient for me.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you said you amwezi pigania pesa, but in the industry, of course, we've seen a lot of issues that have been caused by money and management, which I think are related.
Yeah.
What's your view on that, and how did you come to learn to be an artist who can manage these things and not have this countryless relationships?
You see, music it's a wide thing. It's not just about you being a singer or a rapper. Kuna music business, and I think these were the best things that we were learning in Sauti Academy, and because tulikuwa tuna meet msa alikuwa anaitwaje Wawesh.
Wawesh is the guy.
Wow.
Music business.
Yes.
Wawesh is behind Sauti Sol's success, if you ask me. So mi niligrow musically nikijua hizi vitu. You get
kibiashara,
like kibusiness. If you want 100% alone, you won't make it because you cannot work alone. So you need to understand a manager needs a certain percentage, your photographer needs a certain percentage, and for example, look at even the most famous musicians, they don't work alone. Yeah, but inafikanga place hiyo 40% yako ni 10 million.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which people are not patient enough to.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's funny enough when we were coming with the Uber guy, it was like the mistake people do is just giving up. You do not do the if you stop pushing nivo, that's it. So I grew up nikijua kuna music business kwa hii stuff, and everyone needs a cut for all of us to be successful. Unfortunately, sisi ndo tunakuanga kwa limelight, but atujawahi kuargue cause nililearn hiyo everyone lazima apate yake.
Then how do you not give up as a person? Because I mean, artists we are all up in our heads, right? All the time. So how do you not give up? Because I don't think everything you write or everything you produce to you is
perfect.
So how do you keep yourself sane?
Uko na njaa na ndio hii food.
Bas. Ndio hiyo.
You need to eat. Okay, uko na njaa na una food and you really need to eat. Utaka. For me, I believe I'm gonna be... I think the mistake or the assumption that people have about musician is we all have to be famous. Where do people get all this?
It's such a false notion.
Music is a job like any other job. So the hizo perception ndio zinafanya actually people give up. So for me, I tend not to listen to what people want me to become at their own pace. That's why I push. And I think my life is expensive, so I need to work for it. The kind of life I want to go live.
Keep it up.
As in, I don't want a normal life, man. Like, and I believe I'm gonna get it. I've seen people get it.
Yes.
You know, the first video Diamond did, juu ya takataka.
Yes.
Saya nalipa mse kutoka State namletea grills TZ. What are you talking about? I'm not about to give up anytime soon. Yeah, because I honestly, the best part of me is I write timeless music. I want to keep on insisting on that. Yeah.
So chase the passion or chase the music.
Kauna njaa,
chase the fame.
Tumia food. Kauna njaa na unaona food, kula. Kama una njaa na uoni food, tafuta njaa ku get food. Otherwise utadie. So giving up simply means you're dying or you'll die. Ukiwacha ni hivyo. Ukiwacha ni hivyo. Even see people who switch careers in between their lives.
Oh yeah.
What happens?
Yes.
Bro, if kids were being born and then back to the tummy to be born again, that would be so stressful for the mother. We can't do that. Yeah.
Battles music. Oh yeah. Simply Yabaa. Oh yeah. Basu. Prince Yamboka. Hey shore, wani definition ya mtoto ameiva. Kwanza ukioyo after session ya kuiva, alafu pige shoti mbili za tequila. Oh yo yo.